Hi, everybody. It's Craig back with your live in-game betting. Commanders and the Seahawks, and been pretty one-sided so far in this matchup. And we're gonna give you my betting intake on the second half. It's 31-7 at the half. Commanders getting absolutely hammered. We did like Seattle ahead of time, but man, I didn't see it like this. But we're gonna have what my take is on the first half or how he played. The in-game line, crazy. Minus 23.5 for Seattle, total 61.5. And when you have games like this, if you're on the Commanders, you're probably trying to find a way to hedge out or chase to try to get even. If you're on Seattle, you should just be taking your winnings. Just take your winnings and go home, as they say. But for you that are the Commanders bettors, for you that you don't want to listen, what do you do the second half? I actually think so if the in-game line is basically the Commanders need to win the second half by 1 point. If they win the second half by 1 point, you will cover the full game, as they are up by 24 now, and the line is 23.5. So I like the Commanders for the game. I do think we've seen that, they just didn't play really well for about a whole quarter, basically. And Seattle's really good. I mean, Seattle, Smith-Njigba is, for people that don't follow, he's the number one receiver in the league right now. It's almost all the yardage categories and all that. And Sam Darnold's playing great. He's avoiding the turnovers and continues to do that. I don't think this team's going to be like a flash in the pan. I think they're going to continue to win games. And remember, they have a couple close losses in there. So what I do like the second half, the Commanders. I do think they'll at least put on a good show the second half. As far as the total's concerned, so what is it, 38? They need to get 24 points for the second half to go over for the game. I think I would lean towards that over because Washington's going to have to take a lot of chances. So they might even throw a pick six and that kind of stuff. I do think I would lean towards the over. But my stronger play, I would take Washington the second half. I do think they'll play better. The one thing that worries me about Washington this year, all season long, is last year they won all those close games. Remember the Hail Mary that they got against the Chicago Bears. It's like everything went their way. This year, injuries and all those breaks have not gone their way. Add in that, key pieces, both Daniels and Debo. Who else? I mean, they have what's the running back? The kid came from the Chargers, out for the year. I mean, they've got a million guys injured, so that's just what happened. But the defense last year wasn't great at times. They had to go for it a ton on fourth down. They got those. They're not getting that this year. So I would take Washington in the second half, but I just think this is the year that it's the sophomore slump a little bit that we see in many quarterbacks. Maybe not Drake May, but most other quarterbacks we've seen it. So if I'm playing this game, I would play the second half, or for the full game, the in-game, I would take the 23.5, plus 23.5 for Washington at minus 120. I think they do win the second half here. And I do think, I think they may win the second half 21-14 or something like that. 21-7 and clean this up. It'll make it look a little better when really was not. Seattle really dominated. So that's what we like for the game. Don't forget, if you want in on all my plays, go over to docsports.com/trap. That's where you can get in. If you buy the week pass now for football, you get all the way through next week. So don't worry, you won't miss out. I don't have a play on Monday Night Football, so you can't wait for that. I'm going to have plays. You can get the NBA, NHL props. So I'm going to have a prop play in Monday Night Football. So make sure you check that out here. Every day, you can always get all my plays here at docsports.com/trap. All right, guys, have a great day. We'll see you in the future.